What's up, crew? It's Codex, and we are back with Diablo Resurrected. I am super excited. It has been a long month since we tried the open beta. That was at the end of August, and here we are at the end of September. We've got to play around a little bit, but that's not really what we're here to talk about today. We're here to kind of talk about the classes and go over the classes a little bit, because everybody wants to know what is the best class, who's the most fun, and more importantly, what do they all do? So one of the first ones I'm going to start off talking about is the Paladin. With his holy magic and powerful auras, the Paladin is an incredibly powerful character, both solo and in a party. Paladins have the luxury of high damage and high defense, and easily picking up huge resistance and max block. With some help from their skill tree, Paladins are the best builds, most damage, best all around, bang for your buck if you're kind of looking to go solo or go off for groups. Speaking of solo or groups, we got the Sorceress. Sorceress has been one of the most popular classes in Diablo 2 for nearly 20 years, and for good reason. This Diablo 2 most traditional spellcaster, and it's the most powerful. Sorceress has the top tier endgame farming builds, plus can carry the most strongest early game boss killing in the game. Static field reduces enemy health by 25%. Static field a boss down to 1 HP and then hit them with any other ability once to farm bosses with ease. Get access to teleport too, which is easily one of the most best movement skills in the game. If you guys are familiar with ARPGs before, then you know how broken summoners can be. The best defense is to never get hit, and when you have minions do all your dirty work and become a literal meat shield for you, it is a simple task. However, the Necromancer is far from a one-trick kind of guy. These powerful builds are more traditional to caster vein, whether you prefer summon lots or really use your curses to bring your enemy down. Necromancer is one of the top classes in Diablo 2. Fair warning, if you are playing with a friend who is a sorcerer and they use ice, you will have no bodies to bring out your minions, so be very careful when you play with your friends. Then next is the Amazon. Amazons are builds a little bit tougher to get started with than, say, the Sorcerer Necromancers, but they scale beautifully. The Amazon's ranged attack specialists using physical or an elemental bow or javelin abilities, you'll be able to deal tons of damage and use some ammo going through. Can be a little bit of a pain to some players, but they are much fun to play with. Druids are really a force to be reckoned with. They're one of the cooler classes in Diablo 2. Does it get much better than transforming to a bear? After all, however, with the Druid, you have a variety of other different caster builds that you can play with that can compete with even the Sorceress. So lots of cool different funs. If maybe you don't want to go down the more traditional, more popular way sword, want to try something out, try out the Druid. Definitely be lots of fun to play with. Speaking of somebody that can be lots of fun to play with, sneaking around in the shadows, skilled with the martial arts assassin. The assassin is geared in a little bit more towards PvP than PvE, but still has some solid builds for building and clearing the campaign. Assassin builds are broadly divided into traps and martial arts, or kicksins. So they can be lots of fun sneaking around, and that brings us to the final class, the Barbarian. Barbarians are classic melee fighter, swinging the dual swords all around the battlefield. Barbarians butt themselves up with war cries and then tear the foes apart with melee attacks. We've definitely got a nice mix of melee characters and spellcaster characters in the class selections to fit your type of playstyle. You can go more with the dearly beloved sword blast cannon, as I like to play, or you can just bring a pile of undead minions. Awesome. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys.